Let's begin again with a hearty Mazal Tov. So on September 29th, 1927, a heroine of our Jewish nation was born. Her name, Edith Eger. She was an excellent student, a promising ballet dancer, yet at the age of 16, the whole world crumbled. You see her family, and her entire Jewish community from Budapest, Hungary, were stuffed into cattle cars on the way to the concentration camp, Auschwitz, Birkenau. Just before she arrived at Auschwitz, her mother turned to her and said, "Edith, I'm not sure where we are going, but I want you to remember one thing in life. And that is that everything can be taken away from you except for one thing, that which you decide to put into your mind. That no one can take away from you." Shortly thereafter, they arrived at Auschwitz. The doors of the cattle car were opened widely. Edith's mother was sent directly to the gas chambers. Edith herself to the barracks. Late at night, she came face to face with the angel of death, Dr. Joseph Mengele. Mengele had heard that a ballet dancer had arrived at Auschwitz and he wanted a private performance. He summoned Edith and he said to her, "Dance." Edith, knowing that her mother had just died on that day, did not know what to do. Her last desire was to dance. But then she remembered what her mother had told her. Everything can be taken away from you except that which you decide to put into your mind. So immediately she thought of herself in the Budapest Opera, listening to concertos of Mozart and Tchaikovsky, and she danced and danced and danced. Mengele was so impressed by her performance that he threw at her a loaf of bread, which was considered to be gold at Auschwitz. The very end of the war, again, she faced imminent death. See, she was on a death march with 2,000 Jews. Only 100 survived. She herself weighed 70 pounds and had a completely broken back. She was about to quit. But then again, she remembered the words of her mother, "Everything can be taken away from you except that which you decide to put in your mind." So she walked and walked and walked herself to freedom. Today, Edith Eger lives in California. She's 94 years old, and she still works as a therapist. In fact, at the age of 91, she wrote her first book, which became an instant bestseller, named The Choice. There she writes, and this is the message I want to impart on you, my beloved students. There she writes, "When you wake up in the morning, you immediately have a choice. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, 'Gosh, today is going to be yet another terrible day. Today I will be a victim. Today, challenges and hardships will get the better of me.' Or you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, 'Today is going to be a wonderful day. Today I'm going to put into my mind that I am cherished, that I am valued, that I have a mission to fulfill, that I am a light that must illuminate the world.' Because as she put it, suffering is universal. Victimhood is optional. So you must decide what goes up here in your mind." I say to you, my beloved students, choose the latter. Look at yourselves every day in the morning and say to yourselves, yes, you cherished. Yes, you are divine souls charged with a mission to better and brighten the world, and your lives will be successful. Your lights will then illuminate the world, and no doubt you will continue to reach the highest of highs. Mazal Tov, and again, I thank you